हरि ओम नमः सर्वेभ्यः दीर्घायुष्मान् भव दीर्घसुमङ्गली भव कन्यास्त्रीभ्यः शीघ्रमेव विवाहप्राप्तिरस्तु सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु तथास्तु. So I am continuing. This is Greatness of Bhagavad Gita in English, part number 5. So we shall see, we all know Arjuna was perturbed. He put down his bow because that is happens in your daily karma, in your daily life, in your daily vyavahara, in your dinachari activities. It is there. Let us see those words. So Arjuna puts down his bow and refuses to fight. Chapter 6, verse number 34. Chanchalam hi manaha Krishna pramati balavadridam tasya aham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Chanchalam me manaha Krishna. I cannot fight. My mind is chanchalam. It is tossing, moving, confused. Chanchalam hi manaha. Certainly he. Chanchalam hi manaha Krishna pramadi. Turbulent. Pramadi. Bhalava. Strong. Dridam. Firm. My mind is turbulent, strong, firm. Tasya aham. Of that aham, me. Tasya is Shashti Vibhakti. Sahataute, you will get Tasya. Tasya tayoho tesham. Tasya aham, me. Nigraham. To throw it away. Graham, nigraham. Nigraham manye, I think. Manye means aham manye is Atmanepadi Rupaha, I think. It comes only in that Rupa. Doesn't come under Parasmai Pada. Parasmai Pada. It is not a Parasmai Padina. So, Tasya aham nigraham manye vayoriva. Tufan. Vayu means storm, puyal, tufan, vayor, storm, vayor, just like, eva means always, just like, it's like that. We say in English, no? Vayoriva, that means vayuhu eva, if you split it. Sudushkaram, the karam, dushkaram. What is meant by a cruel hand? So, my mind is in turbulence. It is so sickening to see all my Pitamaha and my cousins and my brothers standing before me, and I to kill them. I will be tainted in blood. Why should I go for such a kingdom? I rather spend my time begging. That will be in another verse, I will tell you. So, Chanchalam me manaha Krishna pramadi. Chanchalam hi manaha Krishna pramadi balavadridam tasya aham nigraham manye vayoriva sadushkaram. It is so turbulent that is as danger and turbulent as the cruel hand of the Vayu, the storm. Karam is a hand. Dushkaram, cruel hand. In this context, it is like the Vayu, the storm blows everything away. If you keep any puja things before you and start a puja, if there is a Vayu, means it will take away. If you keep your food, it will take away. If you keep your things, boom, it will take away. Storm, a good storm will blow away everything. So my mind is blown off. I have nothing in my mind. It's full of what? Chanchalam, confusion, gung, like a storm. So to remove it, it is very difficult because it is as cruel as the Dushta Vayu. The hand, the hand of the Vayu is so cruel that it is difficult for me to remove the chanchalam, the confusion, the sorrow, the dukkham that has grasped me, because there is no mind for me. I think my mind is blown away. He says, aham manye, nigraham, I cannot do it. I think I cannot remove it. I cannot remove the sorrow. Chanchalam, it is full. Definitely, manaha, my mind. I cannot remove, I cannot do anything. Krishna, he puts down his bow. He puts down. The ace shooter could not do anything because the mind controls the man. The mind controls the body. It is the mind. It is René Descartes beautifully says, I exist because I think. I think I exist. That's what we'll come to that later on. But here, Arjuna was saddened, and then Bhagavan beautifully starts his Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, entire Bhagavad Gita is because of this verse, because of the confusion of the ace archer, shooter, Arjuna, was supposed to be one of the best. and he cannot do anything. He was as equal to Karna also, but he cannot do anything. He was so, mind is very fickle minded, they say. Everything is mind. That's why in Vedas they say, Ano Badraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha. Everything has to come only by mind. You are made up of your mind, said Buddha. So you can. Now, Bhagavan says in chapter 2, verse number 14, Bhagavan gives a beautiful advice. He says, hey Krishna, one of the advices, hey Arjuna, matra sparsha tu. Tu is here is but. Matra sparsha tu, Kaunteya, Shita Ushna Sukha Dukha Daha. They give Shita climate, cold climate. Oh, I'll come to that. Shita Ushna Sukha Dukha Saha. Agama Apaniyaha. Agama means appearing. Agama Apaniyaha. What? Apaniyaha Anitya. Agama Apaniyaha Anitya. Anitya here means not Nitya, not permanent. Anitya. What are these things? That Tan, those. Titikshva. Bharata. Titikshva. You have to tolerate, he says. I will come to through the entire verse once again. Matra sparshaha. What is matra? The sensory organs. The matra bhalam samasandhanaha ityukta ikshadhyaya. We say in Ajurveda. Matra means bhalam. I want the bhalam. Senses. Vedas they say. Ajurveda. So the senses I want. That sparshaha means you are always in. Sparshanam means in Sanskritam, pure Sanskritam, basic meaning is touching. But you are always in touch with your senses. That means you are meddling with your senses. So senses are responsible, and the 5 senses are responsible to us. So matra sparshahatu. But what? That but we will keep separate. But shitaha kalam, that summer, winter. Shitaha ushna, summer. Sukha, happiness. Dukha, sorrow. Daha, giving. Daha is one who gives. It refers to that. This matra, they only give all this, even your Shita Kalam and Ushna Kalam, because only through your 5 senses, your eyesight, your smell, your taste, your touch, isn't it? Your feeling, your touch, your hearing, these senses only makes you a man. You live in this world with senses. If you are in deep sleep without any senses, the world doesn't exist for you. The world doesn't exist for you. The world is totally out of existence to you. The existence of this world, the existence of everything comes to you because when your senses are touched, your senses are alerted. So then agama apaniyaha. What is agama? Appearance. And apaniya means disappearance. Anityam, impermanent, not permanent. Tan, those tolerate. Titikshva. Titikshva means titikshasva. Titikshasva, he says, Bhagavan says. He uses, that is, tij is the dhatu in Sanskrita, Panini's grammar. Tij will be the dhatu. And titikshasva. Tij is the dhatu. So it comes only in Atmanepada. And this formation is lot lakaraha. Kartari lot lakaraha, we say. Aham titikshai tvam titikshwa titikshaswa saha titikshasati titikshati. Like that we come. Mi vahamaha sitaha taha titaha anti. Saha means he. Titikshaswa. You tolerate. It's an order. It's a lot lakaraha. Lot means it's a agnya. It's a command, or it's an order, or it's a request. So tvam titikshaswa, he says. You tolerate. Why? Because they appear and disappear. Just like your sukha and dukkha. Just like your hot season and your cold season. Because these all come to you because you meddle with your senses. When you assume or when you start meddling with your senses, that is waking state. Let us come to the waking state. You put your senses in operation, and then when you are happy with your sukha or happiness too much, you are enlightened or delighted, and you meddle with your senses and take it to the top. I am very happy. Happy, you just start jumping and shouting. When the sorrow, dukkha comes, you also go down. Again, the senses get meddled automatically. The peak of your happiness, same level, the peak of the pit of your sorrow, the valley of your sorrow also you will experience. You will experience everything because you are meddling your senses always. Similarly, the Ushna Kala and the Shita Kala, the winter and the summer. If you think winter is a winter and summer, because all these are experienced by your matra sparsha, those who meddle with the matra, the senses. That means what Bhagavan says, try to be a sthita prajna, try to control your senses so that sukha dukkhe samaya kritva. Don't be too much enlightened, don't be sorrowful, because these come and go. Bhagavan says, agama apaniyaha. Apaniyaha means they come, disappear. Agama, appear. And they are anitya. So those tan titikshasva. Titikshati, titikshasva. You tolerate. It's an order. It's a request from Bhagavan to Arjuna. Hey Bharata. Hey Kaunteya. First matra sparshaha Kaunteya. Kunti putra, Kaunteya, Arjuna. So, what is the practical philosophy here? See, we as human beings living in 90 or 100 years in this world are living with our body senses. The body is mainly driven by the five senses, is it not? If the five senses are shut, either you're hearing, you're seeing, or you're smelling, or you're tasting, or you're touching, is shut in your deep sleep. You don't experience this world at all. The world does not exist for you. But once we start meddling with our senses, which is unavoidable because we are living in this world, so we start meddling with the senses and we feel the happiness, the sorrow, the sukha, the dukkha, the winter, the summer. But Bhagavan says they all come and go. Remind, beware that they are all temporary, anityam. So those titikshasva, you tolerate. There is no other way. Because whatever it is, everything depends, your happiness, sorrow, everything depends on your five senses. The ability of you to control your five senses, and your body with a certain specification is already born from your mother's womb with certain genes. As per your Purva Janma Prarabdha Karma. I will come to the words Vasamsi Jirnani. So that will born already. So you please tolerate. There is no other way. You have to tolerate. That's what Bhagavan advises. That is the only way where you can come into existence in this world with proper understanding of life. If you want to take seriously both your happiness and sorrow, then you will be going up and down instead of being a straight line, smooth line. So your mind will be chanchalam hi. You are telling, no, chanchalam hi Manaha Krishna. Don't worry, Arjuna. Learn to tolerate. So the principle here from this verse is Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, which is even applicable today, not 5,000 years only. Today, learn to have patience. Learn to tolerate anything and everything. That's what Bhagavan very clearly says. So with this, I am ending my today's lecture on, which is my part 5, and more I shall continue till such time. Bhuyat Tavat Shubhamangalam. Hari Om.